Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I am Johnny Clyde's mama, Sassy Clyde. That's what the kids call me, and my grandkids call me Sassy. And I've already started the tea, so I'm gonna let that steep a little bit. But let me move it over. He has a lot of recipes from a lot of places, but most of his recipes come from my kitchen. But I'm going to show you how he learned and how he cooked his chicken enchiladas when he was in college, and how he cooks now is just so different. He's, I guess, his professional chef now because he just dices and chops and makes everything from scratch. So I'm going to show you the fast and easy way that we make chicken enchiladas. And first thing, I went to the local store and I got a rotisserie chicken. So we're going to cut that up. And actually this was a barbecue. They didn't have just plain rotisserie, but we tried it to see, make sure it was going to be all right in the recipe. So what I'm doing is, of course, I've washed my hands first. I am taking this chicken and I'm just going to tear it apart, and it's already cooked, ready to go in the pot. And I just got one small rotisserie chicken, and I'm just going to fill it up. I'm going to make probably enough to feed 6. It's just me and Granddaddy Clyde here, but we like leftovers, so I'll cook a little bit more and we'll have leftovers tomorrow. He'll usually come home from lunch while he's at work, and he might eat on it, or we'll eat it tomorrow night or the next night. But anyway, Johnny Clyde, he takes his breast of chicken or thighs, whatever he's cooking, and he puts them in a pan and he cooks them and he seasons them. This is already cooked, they're already seasoned, and all you've got to do, whoops, there went a piece of chicken. All you've got to do is shred it. Super, super easy. And a lot of the recipes that we cook that have chicken in it, we like our gumbo with chicken. I'll do this, or Johnny Clyde hates this, but I sometimes will throw in a can of chicken. He tells me, don't tell me when you're doing that. My kids, they never know what they're gonna be eating. Now, Granddaddy Clyde, he'll eat anything. He pretty well, except for hominy. He doesn't like hominy, but I do like hominy, so sometimes we'll throw in a hominy recipe maybe. Well, whatever Johnny Clyde's cooking, I'm gonna show you the quick and easy way. Okay, you've seen me just tear most of the bone. I'm a white meat lover, and my husband, Johnny Clyde's stepdaddy, he loves dark meat. But so I'm gonna put a little dark meat in there for him. He says that's where all the flavor's at. Oh, I'm telling you what, it's kind of like greasy, you know, chicken. Woo. I don't mind doing this. I just hate doing raw meat. It's gross to me. I hate the smell of meat cooking. So I love it when I can just go down and buy a rotisserie chicken. Okay, I'm going to show you this is how big my pan is, and just look inside. It's probably, I'd say probably an inch tall there. I'm going to pull off just a little bit more meat because we don't want to waste it. Now, it won't go to waste here because Granddaddy Clyde, he'd eat it all up. He doesn't mind. I don't like the skin. He don't mind. He'll eat all this brown meat. He doesn't mind a bit. Well, I'm gonna tell you a quick story. When we first got married, you know, most men are those meat and potato guys. Well, one night he said, "What's for dinner?" And I said, because I work too, so we were trying to figure out what was for dinner. And I said, "Well, why not just baked potatoes?" Just seeing if he might like that. And he said, "Oh, perfect." I said, "Well, what do you want with it?" He said, "Just baked potatoes." And I said, "Oh my word. Look at here, look at here." He is not picky at all. So you never know what we might have for dinner. He likes some white chicken chili a lot, and that's super easy. I'll have to make that someday. Let Johnny Clyde make his long version, and I'll make my short version. Johnny Clyde can show us how he thinks we should cook it. Okay, now we've got the stove on. Now we're gonna let that heat up just to down. I'm gonna wash my hands real quick. I'm gonna put that aside. And now I have a can of red enchilada sauce here. So we're gonna open that can, and it's just a 10-ounce can. We're gonna open that, and we're gonna get that going, simmering on the chicken. So we're gonna do that for about 5 minutes. This is a new little gadget I've got from, shout out to Pampered Chef. I have the old one, and it's super easy. This new one, whew, it's taking me a minute to learn how to use it. Okay, so now I'm gonna mix this up. I like my handle to the inside. I'm gonna mix this all up and get it all nice and even. Woo, Granddaddy's gonna love this. He loves some chicken enchiladas. Okay, and I've got the oven set, and it's preheating. I think it's ready now, but I preheated that at 350. We're just gonna let this continue to heat up. Now, I'm gonna put some, I buy the off-bread cheese because I find that it is just as good as the, especially in the mild cheddar. But I bought medium today, just because it was right there. There were so many people down the aisle, I couldn't get to it, so I just grabbed it back. But medium's okay. So I've got a handful of cheese, and I'm just gonna sprinkle it on there, and I'm gonna grab one more. Sprinkle some more on there. That's like 2 handfuls, just a handful. And then we're gonna let this melt into our chicken. I've got this on about, okay, on my stove it's high to low, and then there's like, you know, 9, 8, 7, 6. So I'm on about 8. So that'd be probably about a medium-high heat. So here we go. Oh, I can smell it. I'm gonna open this second can. I'm gonna put just a little bit more. When you're using ground beef, you can use pretty much, you know, a pound of ground beef. You can put just the 1 can, and it does pretty good. But with this chicken, you might take just a dab more. So if you want yours real juicy, you might want to get you 3 cans of that, or get a big can. They were out of the big cans today. They're just stores are trying to restock from after the holidays, I guess. Okay, so now I've got me an 8x8 Pampered Chef. We love Pampered Chef. Shout out to Pampered Chef. I'm gonna take some oven canola oil and just spray that. So when we're putting down our tortillas, I got white corn. I like the white corn. Now, Johnny Clyde, he puts his tortilla in a pan and heats it up so he can roll his corn tortillas. But I'm going to show you what I do. Fast and easy. That's what I like. We work all day, we come home. Last thing we want to do is be in the kitchen for hours. You check on this chicken. It's getting heated up. Ooh, looking good, looking good. It's cheesy. Consistency right there. It's got the sauce and the cheese and the chicken shredded. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, we'll let that heat up for 5 minutes, and I think we're there. I hear it bubbling. So now I'm gonna put just a small layer on bottom. Just a real thin one. That way you can put your corn tortillas down. And I'm not gonna roll. I'm gonna layer mine. Fast, easy. Super, super easy. And when you come, it's time to eat, you'll come in here and you'll put your fork in it, and you just cut it and bring it out. You don't have to worry about lifting it out. Just take your knife, cut it, and then get your spatula, lift it out. It doesn't matter if it falls apart. So now I'm going to add a little cheese on top, just a little handful. And then the flour corn tortillas, the white. And I just lay them in there. Just lay them in there. I'll move my cheese so you can see. We're just laying those in there. Okay, and then we'll do the next step. Okay, we're gonna turn this off because it is finished. Okay, my cheese will start sticking on the bottom of my pan. I love these little gold pans. Woo, they clean up so good and easy and fast. You know, I want it fast and easy. Johnny Clyde, he'll throw it together and He has real fancy stuff. Well, now my pampered shelf is pretty fancy, if I say so myself. Okay, so now I am layering. We're gonna do another one, and it's according to how many guests you have to eat, or if you have a big family still at home. We're empty nesters. We don't have any children at home, but we do have 3 children and 3 grandbabies, and we have a niece that thinks she's a grandbaby. My sister and brother-in-law had a baby late in life, in their 40s. We're celebrating grandbabies, and she's got 2 kids. That one is grown and one is, she's fixed to be a teenager, so she thinks she's grown, but that's okay. We love her. They say she acts like me, but I don't see it. All right, now I added the rest of the mixture into my dish, and I'm gonna sprinkle it with some more cheese. Ooh, smells good. Granddaddy's gonna be so happy when he can eat this. All right, we're gonna put another layer of the corn tortillas, and just however you wanna lay them. Sometimes I'll cut them in 2, just tear them and lay them in the sides, especially on the top, you know, so it'll all be covered around the sides. Yes. Oh, this looks good. Okay, now I've got the rest of my enchilada sauce, and I'm just gonna pour it over the top, real easy like. And, oh, it looks so good. Hey, let me tell you, Johnny Clyde, when he lived at home, this was one of his favorite meals. When he's over there cooking all fancy, he can remember how Mama did it. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some cheese to the top. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh, I must use this whole pack of cheese. It's really gonna be cheesy. That's okay, we like it. All right, I'm gonna get some aluminum foil and cover that. Here we go, we're covering. All right, now I've got it covered, and I am going to put it in the oven now. So top rack. And 30 minutes, we're gonna put the timer on the microwave. This is where he gets it from. He puts his timer on his microwave. He gets that from his mama. So we're going 30 minutes, about 25 minutes or so before your timer goes off. You can look at it, and then if you need to take the top off of it, let the cheese melt more into it. That'll kind of brown it, makes it look really good. So we're finished with the enchiladas, and I'll be back with you as soon as the enchiladas are done. And what we're gonna have is chicken enchiladas, salsa, and chips. Okay, now we are ready to take the enchiladas out of the oven. I did take the aluminum foil off the top. It's been off about 5 minutes. I do have like 7 minutes left, but just looking at it, it's really looking like it's time to come out. So when you're making your enchiladas, just 20, 25, 30 minutes, just expect for them to be in there that long, but just keep an eye on the cheese, and then you're pretty well. I mean, you're just heating it through, so 25 minutes is great. All right, here goes. Granddaddy is gonna be happy. Use the oven, turn it off, because I will forget to turn that off, and my son, he'll say, Mama, you didn't turn your oven off. Okay, there it is. There it is. And we're gonna let it sit for a couple minutes. Just rest there and get a little harder, because if you cut into it right away, it's gonna just run everywhere. So we want it to be just a little bit firm. I did go ahead and make up the tea. We're drinking sweet tea, but with half the sugar that we normally do, because it's the new year and we're trying to lose some weight around here. So as soon as this is ready to cut, I'll be back with you. So let's give that 3-4 minutes. Okay, now is the time. I'm gonna cut the enchiladas. I'm gonna serve Kevin first, so we'll do just a little half of it. Oh, look at there, look at there. Got to get your plate up there because it's juicy. It's juicy, but ooh, look how firm that looks. Ooh, look at that. Chicken enchiladas. Oh my goodness. All right, and then we're gonna put some tortilla chips on his plate. He likes to get his tortilla chips. So some of these on there. He likes a lot of tortilla chips, but he likes hot sauce. Oh my goodness. Look at this. And you know, if you wanted to put some lime on top of it or some cilantro like my son does, then it dresses it up. But here it is, look at there. And I'm fixing to hand this to Granddaddy Clyde. Ooh, he's so excited. Yes, he is. Oh my goodness. All right, well, that is the fast and easy way to make chicken enchiladas. Johnny Clyde, you're next. God bless. Bye. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. You were supposed to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Johnny Clyde said, make sure that I say that. And I've got my little cheat sheet here, right here. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share. Goodbye.